I don't want you to sound dumb, babe.
Too late. You ready?
Yes.
We're back.
You say that every time.
Fine, we're fucking gone.
Oh, shit.
What do you want me to say?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, guys. We're back. Why do I want to say it so badly? Episode 67.
Yes, it is.
Of Should We Be Talking About This?
I'm Chance.
I'm Rachel, and today's episode is going to be a little different.
Well, it's not a... Yeah.
I don't know. I'm coming in with a big old swinging 13 pages.
Yes.
It feels like it's going to be different.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right.
But I mean, I always do the longer stories, but I asked Chance not to bring a topic this week.
Mm-hmm.
When really I'm just saying that to be nice. Chance could not find a topic this week, and I said, don't worry about it.
That's not true. I found a topic. I just didn't have time to research. My computer was having issues.
Okay. Well, regardless, it's a one story.
Irregardless.
I hate when people say irregardless. It's a one-story episode, but it's a big one. So hold on to your butts. Do you have anything to say before I get started?
Check us out on Patreon.
Yes.
As I always say.
Join our Facebook group, our Facebook page. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, all the social medias. My topic today is the Kyle Rittenhouse case.
Ooh.
Now, this shit is fucking everywhere because the trial just ended. And we wanted to push this episode out so we could get the verdict in there, but it looks like it's going to take a while, and we didn't want to leave you guys hanging, so we're going to go ahead and cover it today.
You like how I acted like I didn't know what the topic was going to be?
Yeah, that was good. My sources today are The New Yorker, CNN, AP News, NPR, Boston.com, NBC, New York Times, ABC, Wisconsin Right Now. Basically, if you throw a rock at it, you'll hit an article that I got information from.
There you go.
So,
good job.
It's all the things. I literally have been researching for 2 days straight. There's a lot of moving parts here. So I mainly decided to cover this case because the other day I had the news on and they played this clip of Kyle crying on the stand in the trial. And it was shocking how fake it looked.
Really?
Yeah, and then I felt bad for thinking it looked fake, but then I was like, I don't even know how I feel about this fucking trial because I forgot all the details of it.
Right.
Then I remembered that we got such good feedback whenever we did the Murdoch and the Gabby Petito, and people started liking us talking about
current stuff.
Yeah, and just doing a comprehensive overview. So I thought, fuck it, I'm diving into it. Plus, I started looking into it for my own reasons, like just trying to familiarize myself with the case. And I was like, oh, I'm not researching for free.
No.
I'm going to turn this into an episode.
Yeah, there you go. It's perfect.
So I'm going to start with basically who the fuck is Kyle Rittenhouse.
Who is this guy?
He was born in 2003, which makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
Oh my God.
I know. That is so young. And he grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. He's the middle of 3 kids. He has an older and a younger sister.
Oh, okay.
Why'd you make that face? Because you're the middle of 5? And you thought kindred spirits.
Yeah, but then you said middle of 3 and it's not the same.
Yeah. I'm sure he has middle child syndrome anyway.
Yeah.
When he was younger, his dad struggled with alcoholism, and because of that, his parents did the make-up breakup thing a whole lot. And twice, Wendy, his mother, had to take the kids and briefly live in a shelter with them. So kind of a tumultuous childhood.
That sucks.
I know. Eventually, his parents split up for good, and I think their father really wasn't in the picture much, because after they talk about the split up, he's not mentioned, like, again, in any article.
Oh, okay.
So Wendy, his mom, worked as a nursing assistant, but she still really struggled to provide for those 3 kids. So the family kept getting evicted from their apartments over and over again. And in 2017, while Kyle was in high school, his mother filed a protection order against some kids at the school because they were calling him dumb and stupid and following him around and taking pictures.
What?
Right. So I have no way of knowing this entire story from both sides. And it could be one of those situations where he was getting relentlessly bullied and she did the right thing by stepping in and whatnot. But it could also be he can't fight his own battles and his mom steps in at every whim to try to fix things.
So she put basically a restraining order
yes.
on some kids on behalf of her son.
Right, but I don't think it was like an actual restraining order through the police department.
Right, yeah.
I think it was one through the school.
Yeah.
I got one of those my senior year.
Oh. On you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And if you're listening, Corinne, I didn't try to fucking hit you with my car. It was a joke. I swerved. It doesn't matter. It was very unjustified. In 2018, the family was evicted yet again, and his mother ended up filing for bankruptcy, which no shame. We've been there, done that. Wendy also developed a gastrointestinal bleed at that time and was hospitalized. And then shortly after that, Kyle's older sister was also hospitalized for an attempted overdose. Mm. So right now, this is 2018. It's a very rocky time. And Kyle decides to drop out of high school. He's only 15. But he ends up getting 2 jobs. One as a fry cook and a janitor, just so he can try to provide for his family.
Some sort of income.
Yeah.
He was a janitor at 15?
Yeah.
Ugh.
See, and the thing is that every article I read is so biased one way or another.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know about this whole trial or this whole incident, it becomes very polarized and very political really fast. Mm-hmm. So I tried to, because I think that makes him... It gives you empathy towards his situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it makes you respect him a little bit more when you find out that he was willing to sacrifice school. Yeah. Which I feel like he really liked because he had all these dreams of being a paramedic, a cop, whatever, and he wanted to finish. But he sacrificed it so he could try to provide for his family. Yeah. Wow. Now, a lot of articles won't say that because they want to paint him as a bad guy. But then again, there are a lot of articles that leave out the dumb shit he did because they want to paint him as a patriotic hero.
Yeah. It's just, you pick and choose.
Right. Well, my goal was to come in non-biased and give you everything.
Perfect.
So from everything I've seen, it kind of seemed like he 1000% idolizes the police. He participated in cadet programs, both with the fire department and the police department. And according to those cadet websites, the programs were basically ride-alongs, preliminary firearms training, but with fake weapons, first aid type shit. And he also, at the time of the incident, was working as a lifeguard. And what all those things kind of tell me is that... And I say this because I am a non-trained, non-professional psychologist. But it kind of seems like he liked a position of power. A position of authority. Yeah. Being a police officer, something that's more honorable. A lifeguard. Someone who has authority but also is in a position to be doted on and a first responder. You know what I mean? That's kind of what he craved, that kind of...
attention.
And power, yeah. I always kind of thought that there were just 2 major reasons why people become police officers. And this might get me in some trouble, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Okay.
I truly believe this. Now, I'd say there's 2 main reasons. There's probably a plethora of other reasons that I don't know about. But I think the main ones are, 1, you knew someone that was a police officer that you idolized, or a police officer intervened in your life somewhere really positively, and you, again, idolized that person, and you wanted to give back to the community and kind of follow in that person's footsteps. And the other reason, which I fear is the primary reason people become police officers, is because somewhere in their life, they felt inferior. Yeah. They were either bullied or maybe didn't have the best home life. And now, as adults, they kind of like that authority because it fills the hole that they experienced growing up. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And the problem with that is you're putting a bunch of kids that were bullied on the streets wielding power with guns.
Yeah. It's kind of dangerous.
That are seeking revenge. Yeah. That's what I fear a lot of police officers... why they become police officers. And again, there's lots of other reasons I'm sure people become police officers. Maybe the training is short. Did you know it takes more hours of training to become a barber than it does a police officer?
I did know that.
Yeah, so maybe it's a fast way to get a job. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But what I fear is that that's a main reason, and I think that Kyle Rittenhouse kind of fell into that category.
Yeah.
And I don't think those two are mutually exclusive. Both can be true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, my rant is over. Let's go back. So in January of 2020, Kyle attempted to join the Marines, but was denied.
Okay.
Like I said, he idolized police, but according to his social media, it was almost like a borderline obsession. Almost all of his posts were like, back the blue and just everything positive police propaganda.
Okay.
That was alliteration, my friend. He even started a Facebook fundraiser in 2018 called Humanizing the Badge, where he looked to, and this is in quotes, forge stronger relationships between law enforcement officers and the community they serve. Now, I don't know if he actually got money in this fundraiser or if he even did anything. I'm sure he had like the greatest of intentions, but then once he hit like $18 and it capped off, he was like, well, I guess that's about as far as that goes. In 2020, Kyle's sister's boyfriend. Yes, his name is Dominic Black. So his sister's boyfriend, Dominic Black, bought him an AR-15.
Oh.
Because that's what every fucking 17-year-old boy needs.
Yeah.
He was too young to buy it himself, so he gave Dominic the money. Dominic went and bought it and gave it to him, obviously.
He was 17, though?
17.
So you could have just waited a year, dude. And then he could have bought a long gun.
He lives in Wisconsin. Is it 18 and up?
Well, this is Texas. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Texas, I think it's like if you're old enough to reach the bar, you can have a gun. Is that something like that? And of course, after he gets this gun, all of his social media posts are just him like cleaning it and loading it and unloading it and firing it. And he's
obsessive.
Very excited about this.
Okay.
I think he got a shotgun too. So he's excited about these guns. And it was also at this point that he became heavily involved in politics because this is when Trump is running or re-campaigning for his re-election. Re-campaigning? I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's
I think it's just campaigning. Yeah. So Kyle is videoed attending rallies. He's very outspoken. All of his posts now become very political. Is this painting a picture for you of...
Yes. And how old is he at this time?
He's 17.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's painting a picture. But I'm going to tell you how you can tell really who this kid is. And it is solely, this is my opinion, solely based off of some videos that have recently emerged.
Uh-oh.
Recently. And of course, I saw these on TikTok. But they're real. So Did
you cite TikTok as one of your sources?
Can we just put a blanket statement out there that TikTok is always... It's like Wikipedia and TikTok. Let's just do that.
All right.
And I wouldn't say TikTok is a source. It's just like an inspiration.
It's a trigger.
It's an inspiration.
Yeah.
So, okay. The first video is shot by this random bystander. Is it bystander or bystanders? Is it like passersby with an S? It's just bystander.
Call us.
Okay.
Let us know.
I'm just going to say it was a guy.
Okay.
There's
a person, a human.
He's filming this from a car. It's in a parking lot. And what you see is, it's obviously Kyle Rittenhouse. I mean, no denying it.
Okay.
And he's with a group of people. There's another group of people probably 5-6 feet away, and you can tell the two groups are yelling at each other. There's a verbal altercation.
Mm-hmm.
In Kyle's group, there is a short female with both arms outstretched, kind of holding the group back.
Okay.
But she's also yelling.
Right.
The other group, opposite of Kyle's group, has a taller female with dark hair, and that group kind of starts to disperse, but she turns around and she is continuing to yell at Kyle's group.
Gotcha.
As she starts to walk off, the shorter female from Kyle's group kind of follows after with Kyle right behind her.
Uh-oh.
The tall female turns around and the two girls start fighting.
Okay. Face to face.
Face to face. But they are fighting in like a typical teenage bear lock, it's like two deers with their antlers locked, but it's really their hair because they're holding onto each other's hair.
This isn't a movie.
There's no swings. There's no ground game. It is 100% hair locked up. They're just circling with their hair locked up. Well, this bitch-ass little fuck, Kyle Rittenhouse, runs up and starts wailing on the girl, the taller girl that wasn't in his group.